Hello everyone and welcome back to Tabletop Unboxing. Today we're going to be playing a Kaheera the Orphan Guard deck, and I'm calling this deck the Big Money deck because in order to buy this deck in real life, you need to spend over $2,000 just to get all the cards here, and most of them are going to be rotating out. So the key to winning with this deck is playing your Marauding Raptor, hopefully into a Rushing Register, but it will also lower the price of your Questing Beast, your Shifting Ceratops, which allows you to play them as well. And then, by playing them, you actually boost up the Raptor, to a 4 tree or 6 tree by God knows what turn. And if that's not enough to finish off your opponent, the turn afterwards, you should have enough creatures on the board to play your Embercleave to finish them off. It's a very simple, very easy deck to understand, but effective it is. Mulligan. Keep this. Play the Grazer. Remove this. Okay. Play our Force into the Grazer. Play the Temple. Sifting Ceratops. Only costs 3. And we do have enough there. We're gonna keep this. Play the Blood Crypt. Play the Kiheera. Attack with the Grazer. Ooh, flyer deck. He plays one more. He can be able to play the Serifa. But he needs to tap 4 of them. Oof. Play the Ambush. Pump up the Kiheera. Get rid of the Eagle. Have another Ambush to take out another Eagle if he has one. Oh. Doesn't do anything worthwhile, we're just gonna play the Questing Beast. Play the Questing Beast. Three, 4, 5. Yeah. I think that's all we're going to do. Because now we can slowly whittle them down, because anything with power 2 or less can't block the Questing Beast. It's gonna attack with the Hushbringer. Makes sense. We're going to want to pay 2 for this. Shit, miscalculated. I need 1 more green. Does he have a counter spell? Well, it can't be countered anyway, but he does have... what's it called? The thing that lets you put your stuff back into your hand. I'm sure I'll remember later. Attack with this. Attack with this. I want to keep the Grazer because he's our first line of defense. Brazen, that's the name of it. The Brazen Borrower. Ah, there we go. Ooh, that's a strong cat. Play the Kaheera. I think that's his game. Play with this. Activate this for trample. And then that's game. Okay, this is a decent hand to have. I have 2 turns in order to draw a third land to play the Shifting Ceratops after playing Marauding Raptor. Okay. Okay. We're actually going to play our land first to get out the spear. Because you never know when this is going to come in handy. Shocker cells for this. Play the Marauding Raptor. If he has a Fire's Prophecy, he'll be able to take out the Raptor. Oh, Timber Reclamation. We have a few turns before that becomes a problem. Plays the arrow, gains the life, gets the land. I'm gonna play our forest. To play the Shifting Ceratops. Will you brazen the raptor? Doesn't seem like it. Play this. It's keeping his mana open. What does he have that he can play during my turn? Let's give you haste. Explosion will work on the Shifting Ceratops because it requires blue. Ooh, playing a shark. Getting rid of the raptor. Okay. It's perfectly fine with me. Want to be careful because he does have Mystical Dispute in that deck. Does he have enough to play his Uro? He does not. He could play a Wilderness Reclamation now, but yeah, that's game. See, that's the weakness of Timber Reclamation. It takes a little bit long to set up. Ooh, this is a pretty nice hand to have. Alright, let's see what we can do. Karuga. Oh, sugar. Gotta be careful of that Clarion. Okay. Shocked ourselves to the Raptor. Next turn we can play the Regisaur. He does have Shatter the Sky. This. Deal 9 damage next turn, turn afterwards. It's lethal. He has to play a creature. Will you play the Giant? Does he even have a Giant? No. Oh, it's Winota. Get rid of this. Destroy his creature. Because if he does have Winota, we don't want the War Boss triggering. Yeah, that's game anyway. Do have the land to play the Sifting Ceratops. Temple of Abandon will let us scry for a better creature as well. And we have 2 turns to draw a better creature. We're against Lyris of the Dream Den. So I think we're just gonna do this. A black deck, okay. Do we want the Embercleave? No, we already have one. Oof. Shock ourselves. Play the Raptor. He'll probably play a land, and then he'll be able to pump up the Knight. Oh, okay. Doesn't have a land. What can we do with that information? Sadly, nothing at the moment. Can't play the Questing Beast next turn, though. A Knight deck. Okay. Play the Questing Beast. Take that. Should we attack? If we do attack, we can lose the Raptor. But I think I'd rather keep it because I kind of want to play the Sifting Ceratops in case we get an untapped green source. Could play the Ambush to get rid of the Knight. Sadly, it won't be enough for the Ember Cleave. Could play the Armored Killer. I think that's the play to make. So we can attack with this. And be 4 damage again. We have 2 of these in our hand. So that's what, 4, 8, that's 12. 12 won't be enough. Close though. I think we should attack with everything we got. Then we'll be able to use the Ember Cleave. Actually, we only need to attack with 2 to play the Ember Cleave. So let's see how this goes. Okay. Let him declare the blocker first. Right, now we play Ember Cleave. Since we have first strike, we don't actually get killed by his Death Touch. Man, that guy just... he needed more land. It's very sad. Yeah, this is a nice one to have. Play this, play the Grazer. Get out of Blood Crypt. Against the Obosh, so we have plenty of time before he starts rolling. Next turn we'll play the 4s into the Kaheera to attack the Grim Initiate. Actually, this. If you Infuriate, now's the time to use Infuriate. Play this into that. Next turn I can play the Questing Beast. No attacks. Got rid of one of your shocks. Yep. Block the Dodger. Play the Questing Beast. Force him to lose the Apex. Or the Apex. Or Anax. Yep. Then play the Stomping Ground into the Sifting Ceratops. Oof. Look at Mr. Big Balls over here. Hey, this. Play our dinosaur. Going to end our turn there. Because then we can use this to give him reach to get rid of the Phoenix. Actually, we don't need to get rid of the Phoenix. Because if we do, all we're doing is just letting him play the Ash Phoenix the turn afterwards. Okay. Play the Shadow Spear. Equip the Shadow Spear. Enter this in tapped. Attack. And heal. It's very sad that we lost though. Oof. Oof. Oh my god. So much damages. Remove this. Play another Ceratops. Attack and heal. Aha, we're actually winning. Aha, totally didn't miscalculate that. Oh, you love it when a fucking mono red player goes starts roping you. They're like, oh shit, what the fuck, this isn't right, where's my mom? Good game. Oh, wow. So, Lyris, let's assume he's playing a enchantment deck. And we're just gonna go for this. Enters one in tapped. Play the Alcyon. Oh, a cycling deck. Okay then. Play this. Into the Armored Killer. Do I want to attack this turn, or do I want... No, I think it's best to go wide. Attack with a raptor, because if he cycles, then he's gonna be forced to lose one of the flourishing foxes. Which is what we want him to do, because those things can get out of control really quickly. Come on, play your Lyris. No, man. Okay. Few things we can do here. Which is the best though? Complete the Kiheera to get a 5/5. Then you have to trade with his Flourishing Fox. I think this is the play to make, though. Because now I'm a 5/5 that does 5 damage. He can cycle twice, but it doesn't matter. Play Delirious, revive the fox. Ooh, playing a rescuer. Okay. Gonna play a Kaheera then. He's not cycling. Why isn't he cycling? Okay. Play our Stomping Ground. I kind of wanted a black to play the Rotting Regisaur. Sadly, that can't be a reality at the moment. Played our Armor Killer. Attack. And next turn, we should be able to do lethal with the Colossus. Unless he plays Delirious and then life steals. No, that works too. Play our Sifting Ceratops. Get the haste. Yeah, I think that's game. Play Delirious, bring back your fox. And this is at instant speed, so... Gonna want trample on this. Attack. Yep. We'll use our Colossus after he declares his blockers, so we know which one we should go for. Okay, and that's game. Wait, no, he still has 1 life left. Because of Delirious. Against Kiheera. So a fire stack, or that really weird Winosha variant that I see going around. We have the Grazer, so we can scry for a better creature. At the very least, we'll be able to play our Kiheera turn 2. Force him to use his Bone Crusher Giant. Oof, that's a nice card to have. But I don't have the Black Source to play him. That's very sad. Play the Ceratops. He probably has a Quench that he can't use. But if it was me... No, he doesn't have Quench. He can't use Quench. He's Kiheera. Brazens Kiheera. Okay. Attack with everything we got. Auto-pay the Ember Cleave. Mystical Dispute. Play a Marauding Raptor, because I think it's gonna get countered. He's not playing white. So that's fine. Attack with the Raptor. If he blocks with the Field Mystic, I have Trample. This is actually a very neat variant. It's the Civic Flash deck. I'm guessing he has a wolf in hand. If he does have a wolf in hand, let's equip this to the Raptor first. Yeah, that's what I thought. Because then I just keep getting more and more life. He had no way of beating me. Okay, I suppose it's time for my closing thoughts on this deck. Surprisingly, very effective deck. Not surprising. I don't even know why I'm saying surprising. It's not surprising that this is a very effective deck. It wins with... I've won like a lot of matches today with only 2 mana out on the board. That's how effective this deck is. The Questing Beast is really effective on a turn 3 play if you have a Marauding Raptor. The, the Marauding Regisaur is so good. So good. Especially when you only have 2 mana out, you can play them straight away. You don't have to worry too much about your hand either. So, like, you can prioritize getting more cards in your hand rather than mana, so that means you have more potential to do stuff. But usually that potential comes at a cost, mana cost. However, the mana cost is circumvented by the Marauding Raptor. And I think the Arbor Grazer is actually really good as well. You don't have the Raptor. If you don't have the Raptor, you have the Grazer. And you have the Grazer, you don't need the Raptor really, because they both accelerate in the same kind of way. Although you have Boat, that'd be kind of redundant, but I've seen it happen and it does work. The Heartless Act, I really enjoy. We used it a few times. I think it was really good. It's not a hard counter per se, but having one removal spell inside this deck really works for it. Especially if it's a mono one, because, you know, there's a lot of things going on or around, like the Stone Coiled Serpent, which is immune to multicolored, which you want to circumvent somehow. What else is there? The Gem Grazer, or Gem Razor, is exceptional because of all of the enchantment decks going around. And we're still a little bit weak to enchantment decks, I have to say. But this allows us to deal with it a little bit better. The problem with the enchantment decks isn't the enchantments themselves, it's the Alseid. So, the Alseid just stomps. If he has a lot of them on board, and he has a Lurrus, he's just going to keep recycling the Lurrus to get the Alseid out. And that's kind of a lose con for us there, because then the enchantment decks will be able to infinitely gain some value out of that. But otherwise, I think we are set against it if we manage to get our plays out a lot earlier than them, because they have no way of answering the Regisaur. And if they do have the Alseid, like I said, they're only going to be able to block so much, because they can block against green, but then we can just get in with Heartless Act with the red, with the black, and if they block against that, we'll be able to do the Demuri's Ambush. So he has to be able to have 2 Alseids in order to do all our counters. That said, we need to have both of these inside our hands in order to do so. The Colossus is a really nice tech as well, because the 4/2 is amazing for only 2 mana, but the 4/2 and Trample for 2 mana, no one's going to be able to survive that. So the one thing about this deck is that it's a very expensive deck to craft. Luckily, I already crafted all of this stuff way before then, and they're all going to be rotating out in September, and that's really sad. But if you guys have the wildcards to spare, I say you should actually make this deck. It's really fun. It's very effective, and I think you'll be able to get pretty high in this. We're not too sure what the meta is going to be like tomorrow when everyone's a bit different. We're not going to be hit too hard, but Kaheera's not going to be hit too hard by it because it's just a nice 8 card you have, you know? And most of the time, I found that I had Marauding Raptor, so I can't even play Kiheera if I wanted to, because it will just die to the Raptor. So I think this deck won't be affected too much by it. I'm not too sure what we're going to do about the companion. I don't think this deck really needs a companion, so this is a nice add-on. But yeah, this is rotation proof. Like, if you guys want to play this tomorrow, I think it's a really effective deck to have. And yeah, that's it for my video. If you have any comments about my playstyle, the games today, please be sure to leave them in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this, please be sure to subscribe for more Board Game Nerd content. And until next time, everyone, I'll see y'all later.